Happy Halloween, kids. Welcome back to the October Horror-thon. Are you ready for a little vehicular manslaughter? Well, then you might be ready for The Car. Yeah, you remember back in like the late 70s, mid to late 70s, when everybody was ripping off Jaws? All those killer shark movies, killer fish movies. We had like Grizzly, which was like land Jaws, you know, because it's a bear and it's giant and it eats people, and they can make a movie with all the same story beats as Jaws and get away with it and make a shit ton of money because everybody wanted to see that kind of thing. Well, The Car, which came out in 1977, was basically just that. It was this silent, mysterious killer. Well, not necessarily silent, but it was this mysterious killer entity that just came out of nowhere and just killed people for whatever reason. And they had to learn how to stalk it and hunt it and, I guess, deal with it in the end, right? Well, I guess that's the plot of Jaws. So that's kind of the plot of The Car. The Car takes place in like a mountain town, or at least it seems like a town it's in the middle of the mountains somewhere, or there's mountain passes getting in and out of it, and there's a long stretch of like desert on the other side. Anyway, it takes place in, I'm assuming, the American West, right? Because you got your desert, you got your mountains. And James Brolin, our lead actor and protagonist in this movie, is a single father, a widowed police officer. I guess he's a deputy, but he works for like the sheriff's department, so he wears the sheriff's badge. I always assumed he was a sheriff, but at the beginning of the movie he's not, but he eventually becomes a sheriff. There's a car. This mysterious car comes to town, or around the periphery of the town, and starts killing people for no reason at all, and just running people off the road and just utterly running them over and killing them, and nobody can figure out why. I mean, there's suspects, and they're like, oh, who killed these people with their car? And it's not who, but it's what. It is apparently driverless. They try and track it and chase it down, but it always gets away. It manages to like just run people over, or crash other cars and kill them that way, or it's pretty goofy. Let's put it that way. And this isn't really a spoiler because you probably heard of this movie before, or if you haven't, I guess check it out. If you're into this kind of thing. Apparently it's like a possessed car, but it's not like haunted by a ghost or anything like that. No, this car is the devil itself, apparently. And every once in a while you get like, you know how in Jaws you got like the shark vision as it's like stalking its prey, and you see like the victim's feet underwater or whatever. In this one you see through the windshield of the car, and it's all like tinted orange or red and like angry evil colors, and it like stalks people, and you get to see like the vision of the car vision or whatever, the dash cam, before such a thing was a thing. I mean, back in the day, it was probably just this giant, like, fucking movie camera on some guy's shoulder as he's sitting in the passenger seat trying to film this car going down the highway. Anyway, it's goofy because it's like, they play it pretty straight. They play it like at the Jaws angle. It's like, oh my god, this thing is attacking our town. Do we need to close down the town? Do we need to stop the... Wait, is this the movie with the hunting? No, that's the other movie. I'm getting all these movies confused, man. I've watched so many freaking horror movies. Okay, but anyway, it's still like a Jaws ripoff. Just like Jaws, they try and spend like 50% of the movie on like character development. And it all seems to be so pointless because they build up this one character, James Brolin's like love interest and potential fiance or whatever, And they build her up for the whole movie, and she's like, we think she's gonna be like the co-protagonist or the co-star of this movie. And they just kill her. And like, the end of Act 2. And then in Act 3 is, this car has fucking killed like everybody, including the old sheriff and a whole bunch of pedestrians, a whole bunch of people in town, killed like all these cyclists and things, and it's just it drives around in the rodeo track or whatever trying to kill all the marching band, but then they all hide in a graveyard, and because it's consecrated ground and the car is satanic. And anyway, James Brolin's girlfriend, since she was the one that led all the kids into the graveyard for some reason to hide in there so the car couldn't get them, since she led all those kids in there, she stands up and she cusses out the car and curses at the car, but the car can't enter because it's consecrated ground, right? Because it's evil. It's an evil car. It's Lightning McQueen gone wrong. Or maybe the Knight Industries 2000. Anyway, well, that car ends up exacting vengeance on her, and it actually drives right through the house and kills her while she's talking on the phone in the kitchen. And it's out of nowhere, and it's fucking hilarious. It's not supposed to be, but yeah, this movie's pretty fucking goofy. Also in this movie is Ronnie Cox. You know, he was Dick Smith in RoboCop. He was also the lieutenant in Beverly Hills Cop. Plays a lot of cops, I think, because he's a cop in this one. He's like James Brolin's partner, and he's like just shows the like emotional side of like, oh my god, like all these people are dying everywhere, and there's this evil car, and he's like very distraught, and he's got like shell shock kind of thing. And James Brolin's the big man that steps up and just ends up putting together the plan to destroy the car. And in the end, they destroy the car. And I saw this like on TV when I was a kid. There isn't like a lot of gore or anything in there. There's a couple shots where they maybe show a dead body or something like that, and a little bit of blood. So, for whatever reason, I always assumed this was made for TV. I don't believe it was, but could have been. I mean, it doesn't have a huge budget, I'm sure. All you had to do is build this custom car and remove the door handles, paint it black, and tint the windows, and give it this scary like honking. Like, that's what I think is the funniest thing, is you hear the honking on the horizon, see like a cloud of dust or whatever as the car is approaching along the highway, and you hear the and it's like, oh my god, it's the car. And it builds up the tension, and it tries to, and it just doesn't become tense. It's just fucking cars driving around. And I mean, you get better car stunts and things in Smokey and the Bandit. Well, there is one really cool one. It's where there's two police officers, and they've got both lanes of the highway coming towards the car, and I guess they're like playing chicken or whatever, and they're saying, oh, this guy's gonna have to exit the roadway, we're gonna have to run him off the road because there's no way he's gonna take on both of us. Well, he does somehow. The car swerves or something, and then it suddenly flips and rolls over these two cop cars, who both immediately go off the road and crash and die, and the car just lands like normally and just keeps driving. I really hope I can find video footage of that, because it's fucking hilarious. It's pretty stupid, let's be honest. But the car was stupid enough to be kind of entertaining. I'm going to give the car a C+, because I don't think I'm going to go back and watch this anytime soon. I was kind of nostalgic, watching this movie that actually kind of scared me when I was like 8 years old, seeing it on TV, or 7 or something, just because of like the music and the roar of the engine and some of the cuts, like some of the car. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the acting is whatever, and though it gets really talky and really boring. And like I said, all this character exploration and talk about stuff that goes nowhere and nobody cares, and these people end up dying by the end of the movie anyway, so who the fuck cares? Like, just shut up and get to the car killing people already, or blow up the damn car and end this movie, which is what they do. They blow it up and they end the damn movie, and this damn movie gets a C+. It's no Jaws. So anyway, until the next October Horror-thon Halloween horror video, stay tuned, everybody, because you never know what's just around that corner. Probably something scarier than a freaking devil-possessed car. But until such time, stay safe, stay spooky, and have a good one, everybody.